What's up, Keep Pounding crew? Back to the video. Keep pounding. Today's topic is: the Dolphins destroy the Panthers in Miami. If you like the video, if you like the stream, if you like the channel, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that bell, select all, leave a comment down below if you feel like doing so. And don't forget to check out the Facebook page, Keep Pounding in all caps, for in-game posts, polls, opinions, and reactions to NFL news. Let's get into it. Okay. That was not the result we wanted. At all. That was our last chance at a playoff push. And honestly, we fell flat again. So, let's grade these positions A to F. That's how we do things here on this channel, if you're new here. And we're going to start with quarterback. That's going to have to be a D. Cam Newton looked bad today. I mean, I don't want to throw PJ under the bus with him, but at this point, with the numbers Cam put up, there's no way I can't. Because we're looking at a combined 10 for 31 passing for 179 yards and 3 interceptions, no touchdowns. I mean, that's just... Come on, man. We can't have that. We can't have that if we're trying for a playoff spot. And at this point, I think it's a little too late. We've already screwed up. And I'm not happy with what I saw today. Moving on. Running backs wise, that's got to be a C from me. The fact that we averaged only 64 yards rushing today and only 1 touchdown, and Cam Newton was the only one that got the rushing touchdown, speaks volumes. Now, the only reason it's a C is because of Christian McCaffrey. Let's be real. He did the very best he could out there, and he put in the effort, he put in the time, to try to keep this offense alive. But without Christian McCaffrey, this offense is just a huge bowl of question marks. We don't know what to do without him in there. And it's unfortunate. Because, Chuba's really developing well, and I like him. And I think we have a solid number 2 running back here that could really be the running back of the future, with Christian McCaffrey here in Carolina. Now, the last time we thought we had that, Mike Davis ended up in Atlanta, and guess what? He's starting in Atlanta now. Be careful who you cut. Point blank. We are looking at wide receivers now. B-. Some of the routes that we were running at wide receiver were really questionable. And Cam Newton was a little confused. He didn't know, really where to throw these balls sometimes. Because the routes were so bad. Let's be real here, man. We all know who's at fault here. So, I'm not going to throw most of these wide receivers under the bus for this one. I'm only going to throw Joe Brady under the bus for this. And again, when I throw somebody under the bridge, or under the bus, or into the fire, for tough love reasons, it's out of love, man. I know these people can do better than what they're doing. And that's why I do it. It's not just to throw them under the bar barn for just to do it. You know, I don't do that. That's not what this channel does. That's not what we do here. I want to see these guys improve. I don't want to see them stay there. You know? That's not the point. So toughen up, be smarter, be more physical, and be better. That's simple. With all due respect to the players as people, and with love, I'd like to see you guys play better. You know? Show me something. Alright, tight end. B. I felt like Tommy Tremble was alive and active today in this game. You know, he had that one catch, but several blocks that opened up rushing lanes for Christian McCaffrey, and you know, you can't argue with that. We got results out of it. Offensive line. Here lies the problem. Now, Cam Newton's blame is Cam Newton's blame for this loss. But the other half of it is the offensive line. And I think it lies 50-50 between both of them. This is one of the few games I will say that Cam Newton did hold on to the ball a little too long, and, you know, it did cost him. Now, there were a couple of missed blocks as well, which put the pressure on Cam. But we're just strictly talking about, you know, when it comes to Cam Newton's bad throws, half of those were clean pocket throws. Let's be real. The other half, we're talking about Pat Elflein. We're talking about Dennis Daly letting go of a block, letting these guys back through the offensive line. And we just say, come on in. Come on in. Have a go at our quarterback. Come on. Go ahead. Go ahead. You know, the water's fine back here. You know, you don't have to wait at the door. Just go through. Meanwhile, you got Pat Elflein, who is holding, again, once per game. And the other problem I've got with him is he doesn't keep the pass rushers' hands engaged. He lets them put their hands up and make these pass deflections. You can't have that. And I saw it happen twice. Not once, but twice. Come on, Pat. Be better, man. Be better. That's technique. That's hands. Be better, man. Alright, so defensive end, I thought we brought some noise, you know, but we just didn't bring enough noise, you know, to mess Tua up and cause him to throw incomplete passes or interceptions. You know, it just didn't happen. You're looking at Tua's numbers, it's 27 of 31, 230 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. And he was sacked twice. But the passes that he got off kept those drives alive. And you saw the result. That being said, we go to the defensive tackle position. You know, Brian Burns is solid. We don't have to question him. So, moving on to defensive tackle, we got our guy that has been taking care of everything for us on this defensive line. Kind of not doing much today. Yeah, I got a couple of tackles. Yeah, nothing exciting. Yeah, so we're here again, wondering how are we going to stop the run? You got Gaskin getting 49 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns on our defense. How many more games are we going to allow these big rushing plays? But at the same time, you got to shut down these wide receivers in order to be able to shut down the run. That's something we have not been able to do. We've had to push people that were originally in run defense back out to coverage just to handle the wide receivers. And that didn't go well. Because guess who took most of this game off at linebacker today? And it's the same guy as last week. Just to give you a hint. Shaq. Come on, man. The coverage was so bad. You got to do better, man. You got to come out playing better than that. B- at linebacker. Even though Reddick picked up your slack again for the second week in a row. Don't do this to us, man. Don't do this to us, Shaq Attack. I know you got more in you. Prove it. Moving on. Corner, B-. D-Jack got roasted again. AJ got roasted again. Are you starting to see a pattern, folks? And let me tell you who they got roasted by, in case you didn't see the stats. In case you weren't paying attention to the highlight reels this week, let me give you a clue. He waddles like a duck. 137 yards, 1 touchdown, off of 9 catches. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, his name is Jaylen Waddle, the rookie from Alabama. We're talking about a guy that has not reached past 100 yards this year at all. Arguably his best game was against the Bills with 6 catches for 48 yards. And he didn't even score a touchdown in that game. He had 12 catches for 58 yards against the Raiders. But, it took him 12 catches to get those 58 yards. You look at the other teams where he has put up big numbers of yards, but still not crossed 80. Tops 85, if you want to be more specific, as his ceiling. Until he reaches our defense. We let this happen. We're talking about a man that'll manage to get 65 yards against the Jets, 83 yards against the Texans, 83 yards against the Falcons, 70 yards against the Jaguars, and 61 yards against the Patriots, who were struggling at the time. Not exciting, right? At all. Until you see the 137 yards against us and a touchdown. And you go, you got to be kidding if you're a Panthers fan. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous and pathetic. I don't want to add fuel to the fire of the people that were questioning D-Jack, but at this point, those numbers speak for themselves and add fuel to that fire by itself. Free safety, B plus. I thought Jeremy Chin was all over the place, getting the job done. Played well. We got a lot of consistent play from this man all year round. Great rookie. And Chin, being the man that he is, comes in here and just takes care of business. But, it's not all Jeremy Chin. We'll be talking about Justin Burris in a second. But Jeremy Chin's second year has turned excellent for this man. 6'3", 220 pounds, and you gotta love Jeremy Chin. You gotta love him. Great day for him today. Very pleased. Expecting the same going forward from here on. Now, Justin Burris was kind of quiet today, but he got the job done. And that's strong safety. So that's kind of B minus. So, moving forward, I'd like to see him be a little bit more active, but he was in the run stopping part of it, so great job. As much as you could do, good job. Alright, so coaching, we all already know why this grade is going to be the way it is. And it's not because of Matt Rule. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, but Matt Rule needs to be fired. No, he does not. Joe Brady is the one that needs to be fired. Put down the Etch-a-Sketch, Joe. That playbook was a child's playbook today. Okay? Pathetic. It's amazing to me how we go 4 for 14 on a third down percentage play. For the entire game. 4 for 14. And the fact that we have to go 4 for 14 causes us to go 2 for 3 on fourth down efficiency. So, realistically, we netted about 198 yards. Total. 198. That's it. We didn't even... Guys, we didn't even cross 250. That ain't cool. That's not going to cut it. That's just not going to cut it, guys. At all. Step your game up. I need to see some offense. How many punts? Way too many. Now, tackling B minus. I saw some missed tackles that I was not thrilled with. Got to step that up. Got to do better. Step your game up, guys. Effort today, C. And we'll talk about the special teams in a second. but the effort was a C. You want to know why I graded it a C? Because we are trying for a legitimate playoff spot, whether it be wild card or whether it be a divisional spot. That would have been determined by the Colts game against the Bucs. Unfortunately, that one did not go our way either. But we had a legitimate chance at possibly getting a wild card spot, which is still barely on the table. But we have to beat the Bills or sweep the Bucs at this point to get it. Neither of which I see happening. We dug our own grave. Now back to the special teams. That blocked punt. We can't have that, guys. What in the world was that? Don't do that again. No more. No more excuses. No more games. No more long-winded words can help you now. We need help from everybody else if we even want a shot at this. And even then, it looks grim. I'm tired of the excuses, aren't you? It's time to start preparing for 2022. I hate to say that, but we're sitting at number 11 draft position-wise right now, as of this moment when I'm recording. And I'm not pleased by that. If we decide to lose the rest of these games and get into the top 10 of picks, we will have our shot at getting some linemen. However, how many of these defensive players do you reckon will stay on this team? I got huge question marks on that. Because I don't know. This was a top 10 defense this year, and we wasted it. I don't know what to say anymore. There's nothing more to say, to excuse this. You know how there's just some days where it just makes you wonder why you put faith in this team? And keep putting faith in it? But yet you can't break away because it's the Panthers? You don't want to leave this fan base because it's such an incredible fan base. And it's such an incredible franchise and team, But the players on the field just aren't there. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all feel that way right now? Drop some comments on it. Let me know how you feel right now. And don't blame Cam all the way, Yeah. As a matter of fact, blame him for his part of it, but embarrassing loss that we should not have taken. That being said, I wasn't thrilled by the refs. However, they were not the reason we lost today. We beat ourselves. And I'm so tired of it. Aren't you? When are we going to stop making the same mistakes? When are we going to challenge ourselves and try to win? And do it playing 4 full quarters of football. When is that going to happen? I leave that up to you, Panthers. You let me know. When you're ready to come and play 4 full quarters of football, come talk to us. Till then, tank out. We don't need a draft spot playing. We don't need a playoff spot playing like that. Frankly, we don't deserve a top 10 draft pick anyway. But we're here. Again. It is what it is. But you know what? Win, lose, or tie. You know what we're going to keep doing? What we always do. We're going to keep pounding.